Hey everyone, I'm back. I just got a new facelift for my channel, so please appreciate it if you can. I don't know if you will, but happy election day, and especially now since starting tomorrow, I bet democracy is probably going to be disappearing by that time. But that's just me though. But I was free for today. I had no school, thank God. So I decided to go to Savers and grab myself a few movies. And this time it's going to be more towards the DVD side, but I do have three VHS tapes that I did buy. Um, I think I would blame myself for the lack of fascinating VHS tapes since I pick them out dry. You've seen my previous updates, so without further ado, let's begin. Of course, we got to start with Disney. So let's start off with this one here. This is Pooh's Grand Adventure: The Search for Christopher Robin. This was released on VHS in 1997. Um, this is one of Winnie the Pooh's first direct-to-video features. I believe it was the very first. Of course, we all know Winnie the Pooh. It's one of the most successful um franchises from the Disney studio. Let me move the camera here for a moment. And I know a lot of people seen this movie. It used to be on Netflix. It's probably on Disney Plus. But this is the original VHS for 1997. Um, I believe this is one of Paul Winchell's last voice acting roles as Tigger, since he voiced Tigger since Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, where it was Tigger's brand debut, and he. No, the last time Paul Winchell voiced Tigger was Winnie the Pooh: It's Valentine for You from 1999. But after that, Jim Cummings would replace Tigger, despite Jim Cummings being in the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, the animated series from 1988 that came out on NBC. If you want to get this movie, again, it's on Disney Plus, but it's also on Blu-ray as part of the Disney Movie Club. It's also on DVD, but I never found it. Here's the label. I believe this is one of Disney's first attempts of putting their sticker labels, their dark sticker labels. They did this a lot in the 2000s, which I shall show in the next tape. But yeah. Excuse my I am stuff. Anyway, printed on July 4th, 1997. The next one is Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, The Three Musketeers. This was released back in 2004 on VHS and DVD. This is one of the latest VHSs I have. And by that I mean, when it was released, this was released back in 2004. I partially remember watching this when it would air on the Disney Channel. I bought this not just to have in my collection, but also to rewatch it after so many years. And I bet a lot of people fondly remember watching this when they were kids. So, I mean, it's a direct-to-video Mickey Mouse movie. What can go wrong? Well, I don't know. This one has a sticker label, as expected. Printed on June 24th, 2004. And I don't know if it's just my label, but it looks like it's peeling off. I bet you probably can't see it on camera, but the label looks like it's actually peeling. I don't know. I gotta look up on that when I get a chance. And the last VHS I have is The Spirit of Mickey. This is a cassette containing some of Mickey's most notable appearances in his history. This was released in 1998 as a celebration of his, let's see, I believe 80-year run. I think it was 80 years, 80, 70, definitely 80, I don't know. But this contains a few shorts and some ones that never been released in a video, like Orphan's Picnic and Mickey's Surprise Party, and a few others like Mickey and the Seal. This Spirit of Mickey is an engaging cartoon of Mickey's bright and best. It also contains Steamboat Willie. I believe this was back before they didn't restore Steamboat Willie, since it is fully restored. apparently a coin fell. How about that? I'll deal with that when it comes. So this one has a silk screen label. Printed May 26th, 1998. Alright, let's get on to the meat and bones. The DVDs. I have quite a substantial find. So, most of it's actually from DreamWorks, which is quite surprising, but let's start off with the 2 Disney releases I bought. Here's Chicken Little. This was first released on DVD back in 2006. This was also on VHS as part of the Disney Movie Club. It was a Disney Movie Club exclusive, and it's incredibly rare. If I ever find a copy of it, if I ever find a copy of it on VHS, then Jesus, I felt like I won the lottery. Like I said, this was released in 2006, around the time when Disney was implementing their Disney Fast Play into their DVDs. Of course, they still use it to this day, I believe. Of course, we all know Chicken Little. It's not that good, but I had to get it because it was a childhood favorite. Again, I will say this, it's not good. It's definitely the worst from the Animation Studios library, but it does have a bit of merit. It is first for many things. It's the first, let's see, it was their first computer animated film, like fully computer animated, besides Dinosaur, because the dinosaurs were computer animated. Everything else was actually realistic. But this one here is actually fully computer animated. It's also one of their first times they used their Disney Digital 3D. Which apparently I heard the glasses look similar to Chicken Little's glasses, but I need to look that up again. This is the disc. This is a holographic disc, which is really nice. And here is a little slip with the scene selection. And a little walkthrough of the stuff they have in this disc. It's quite a decent amount of stuff in here. I believe it's a dual layer disc, isn't it? Yeah, dual layer format. Of course, if you don't know, Chicken Little is on Blu-ray, Disney Plus, basically. I believe this is one of Disney's first animated Blu-rays. The very first one was Dinosaur, but this was their first fully computer animated film to be on Blu-ray under their, official Walt Disney Animation Studios name, since Cars was released in 2007, along with Ratatouille, but they belong to Pixar, but, Speaking of Pixar, Finding Nemo, the 2-disc collector's edition. Of course, you already know, I already own a VHS of Finding Nemo, and I decided to get the DVD, because why the hell not? This was released alongside the VHS November 4th, 2003, and if you already don't know, it is one of the best, if not the best-selling VHS of all time, selling, I believe, 40 million copies sold as of 2006. I don't know. But yeah, this is a great set. Pixar back in the day, they've been quite known for packing their DVDs and Blu-rays with a lot of stuff. They still do it to this day. But these sets, if you at least have one Pixar film on DVD with the 2-disc set, you definitely felt like you were a king. I believe they started it with A Bug's Life, and then they would continue it with Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, and then the re-releases of Toy Story 1 and 2. And they did that with The Incredibles, but ever since Cars, they kept it with a single disc, since they moved their sites on Blu-ray, since, it can hold a lot more, and DVD was basically another disc format that people use just to watch movies. Here is disc 1. This contains the widescreen version. And here is disc 2 with the full screen version, which is nice that they would put both films in separate discs, and separate versions of it. I own 2 versions of it on full screen. This and the VHS, which is kind of funny, but anyway. Here's the DVD guide. This contains everything of all the stuff that they have in here, with the first 2 discs. And it does contain the short knick-knack. It appears before the movie on the VHS of Finding Nemo, so... Plus, this came out alongside the movie when it premiered in 2003. As we see here, to see technical specifications. Of course, it is THX certified. We know about THX. Pixar used to do a lot. I mean a lot. with their home video releases. And here is a full navigation pamphlet of what it has. Well, everything has. Yeah. What Pixar also likes to do is to like fill as much detail for their inserts as they can. And oh my god, this thing looks beautiful. This is my favorite part of the guide. It shows a bunch of the characters, and along with a few of their artwork when they were being developed, like with Nemo, Crush, Dory. And here's the scene selection containing everything here. All the chapters and along with the credits. Unfortunately, yes, it did not come with the slipcover, which I heard it was beautiful, but unfortunately I don't have them in mind, but no problem. So those are the two Disney films I own on DVD. The next three are from 20th Century Fox, and are actually all Blue Sky films. Of course, you all know Blue Sky for their milked-to-death franchise, Ice Age. And, of course, if you already know it already, let me take it out. I own a copy of Ice Age on VHS, and this is the DVD version. I believe it was released at the same time, around end of 2002. I kind of wrong on that. But yeah, this is a 2-disc special edition. It contains Scrat's Missing Adventure, the short film that premiered alongside with the VHS. And unlike the VHS, this is THX certified. This was digitally mastered onto here. It includes full screen and widescreen versions. Both the full screen and the widescreen versions are on the same disc, the first disc. But the second disc is filled with bonus features, as you may see here. I bet this is a great set. I need to get a remote for my DVD player. It's just literally the DVD player itself. Anyway, here's disc 1, which contains the film. And disc 2 with the bonus features. And this contains a little sticker here of Papa John's. They did a promotion to with Papa John's back when it came out. It contains the same inserts as the VHS, so I'm not going to show those. I already showed them long enough. So let's look at the little insert here. This basically contains character profiles of all the characters in the movie. You know, Manny, Sid, Diego, and Scrap. Along with a little bit of artwork here when it was being developed. It was pretty nice. And, of course, the scene selection. Yeah, that's really crammed in there. Jesus. Alright, the next one is Robots. This was released around 2005. I believe this came out in 2006. No, this came out in 2005, the DVD, along with the film. This is the full screen version. A lot of movies I got here are actually full screen, which is definitely disappointing, but they didn't have the widescreen versions at Sabres, so it's expected. Anyway, Robots, their second animated film. I've wanted to rewatch Robots for a long time now. It's been way too long. Plus, this contains Robin Williams, and of course, you all know Robin Williams passed away over 5 years ago. May he rest in peace. And it comes in a clear case, too. And as you may see on the back, it contains a whole range of artwork. But here's the disc. Here's the, let's take a look at the inserts here. Yeah, this is a really nice DVD release. So what we have here is the scene selection. And a little pamphlet here. Save up to $20 by mail on these must-own DVDs. Of course, Robots, along with Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Fantastic Four, Alien vs. Predator, Office Space. And you would put those in here. Well, I want to add for Family Guy, Stewie Griffin The Untold Story. Seeing this in a family film is really odd. Although at the time, Family Guy DVD sets were selling like crazy. So that was one of the main reasons why Family Guy was kept, being syndicated since that, and reruns on Adult Swim. And again, the DVD sets. I would love to collect the DVD sets, at least volumes 1 through 4 or 5. Again, when the time comes. Alright, Ice Age 2 The Meltdown. This is the widescreen edition. This was released, I believe, 2000. This was originally came out in 2006, but I believe this DVD came out in 2007. But this is a single disc edition of the movie. I don't know if there was a double disc or a 2-disc set, but probably not. This one has a ton of inserts in here. Jesus. Once again, this is a scene selection. Cool Deals and Mammoth Fun. This is in a collection of films from Fox, containing a few of their other films they had in their lot, like Anastasia and Ferngully, and a few other ones in their set, like Home Alone and Miracle on 34th Street. Save $2 on Tootsie Foods. At least Dots is in there. Dots is the best one. I don't care. Oh, here we go. Save $2 by mail when you buy any 4 Tootsie Roll favorites, 4.0 ounces to 9.5 ounces. It also contains an ad for Zoom box, DVD entertainment projector. And again, this is a advertisement for a few iStage wallpapers and a little game here. $2 per wallpaper, jeez. And another, it's basically the same as the previous one. Save $20 by mail-in of these DVDs. At least 007 is there. And a few other ones like My Name's Earl and How I Met Your Mother. Is there any other ones behind here? Here we go. This is the family section. As we see here, there's Garfield, Tale of Two Kitties. And a later version of the first Ice Age, since this version is the single disc edition that came out, I believe, 2005. Yeah, 2005. Hey. Alright, so that's Ice Age, The Meltdown. Now, the last 5 are DreamWorks films. I'm going to show them in chronological order when it was released. Here's Shrek 2. I showed this years ago, if you remember. Of course, I sold it off to a close relative of mine who just got a DVD player for himself, so I gave him a few of my DVDs, and Shrek 2 was one of them. This is the full screen edition. I believe I had the full screen edition beforehand. Oops. Here's the disc. I think I already showed the inserts here. The next one is Shark Tale. This is a much later DVD print. It originally came on DVD around 2005, I believe. Of course, you all know this movie sucks. Boy. Yeah, this movie is not good whatsoever. But, I decided to buy it just for collector's sakes, and again, I'll give it a little rewatch, why not? This was around the time when DreamWorks was re-releasing their films on DVD in this packaging style. This is around the time when they were also being, their movies were being distributed by Paramount, so they were able to get help from that. But it's still the same DVD from its original VHS and DVD run. So, once again, this is a full-screen DVD. I actually found 2 copies of the DVD. Another guy was getting it, so. Plus, the other one was in a black case, so I'm better off getting this one since it, well, come on, it's in a white case. What's not to like? Next one up, Madagascar. This is the original widescreen DVD. As you see, is very scuffed, but thankfully the DVD itself plays fine. I just gotta replace the case, but I'll get to that when the time comes. And of course, it comes with the Penguin short Christmas caper, which I heard it came. I heard it came theatrically alongside Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which we'll show next. Madagascar. It's a childhood favorite. It's still a good movie. The animation itself is definitely the star of the show for me. And it's a pretty good solid DVD release too. Not only does it contain the short Penguins in a Christmas caper, but also contains a few bonus features, music videos to Tech of Madagascar, a few games. Nothing really drastic, but still a DVD release. And here's the disc. What's very interesting is that King Julian's hat is missing, unlike the DVD cover itself. And it has this little coupon here. And like I said, next one up, Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. This is the full screen version. This was released in October 2005, and it won an Academy Award for Best Animated Film. Well, it makes sense because this is a great movie. A little fun fact, like after the release of Curse of the Were-Rabbit, if you don't know, again after the release of Curse of the Were-Rabbit, a fire broke down in the storage facility at Aardman Animation, which resulted all their old props, awards, and all the sets they made from previous films burned down. But they were able to make do with it now, and I bet they reconstructed everything. This was the last DreamWorks film, well, sort of, this from Aardman, but the last DreamWorks animated film to have artwork on a disc. Because, as you may know, starting with Over the Hedge, their movies were being distributed by another company. First it was Paramount, then Fox, and now, since they bought them out, Universal is now distributing their films. Speaking of Over the Hedge, this is the last one I'm going to show today. Again, this is Over the Hedge. This is DreamWorks' first film being distributed by Paramount Pictures. They would distribute their films up until Rise of the Guardians, I believe, back in 2011, 2012. I gotta get a chance to watch that one. I used to own this DVD. I used to own the current DVD from Universal, but not anymore. I decided to now own it, like literally its original release. Wasn't this based off of a comic strip? Yeah, Michael Fry and T. Lewis. I think I read some of the strips before. But yeah, Over the Hedge, it's a solid movie and definitely some of the best music I heard from DreamWorks. And again, like I said, starting with this film, it was being distributed by Paramount, so as a result, it's just a great disc. I believe starting in 2006, 2007, Paramount decided to stop producing full color discs and started going with this because it was cheaper. I mean, I guess, but you know, a bit of a bang to your buck. The disc is just as important, so you know. But yeah, that's Over the Hedge. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today's update. I hope you've enjoyed this update, and I will definitely put up some more when the time comes. Until then, go out there and vote, at least as of today. If we all die the next day because of democracy shut down, I don't know. Just go out there and vote. Please vote for Biden. I don't know.